Alex the Cruiser, and I am on YouTube. This is something I never really thought I would get into. I've had a YouTube channel for quite some time, and I think I've got like 100 subscribers. But I asked everybody if you had any questions for me to let me know, and I would do my best to answer them in a YouTube video. So here you are. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alex Robertson. I am a content creator, travel agent. I have a full-time job. I own a candle company. And what else do I do? That's really about it. It's not that much, right? Let's start with question number one. Monica asks, do any cruise lines offer you free cruises just because you are an influencer? Monica, I wish the answer was yes, but the answer is absolutely not. I do make money when I go on cruises because of my content creation. For instance, I was on a cruise last week on the Carnival Breeze, 5 days, and I probably brought in, I don't know, $1,900 with how much money I made with content creation through Facebook, TikTok, and all of that jazz. Actually, I will say I am going on a one-night sailing of the MSC Seascape when she comes to Galveston next month. It's a travel agent cruise, so it's not necessarily because I'm an influencer or a content creator, but it is because I'm a travel agent. Jazz asks, have you been on MSC and what do you think of the food? I have not been on MSC, but I'm extremely excited. I will be on a one-night travel agent sailing next month, followed by 2 days later, I have a group cruise with Island Time Travel, and we've got around 300 people that have booked with us, and it's a group cruise on the MSC Seascape, the very first sailing out of the Port of Galveston, and I'm super excited. Everybody that I have seen, I've seen photos and videos of the food. It honestly looks really good. I hear they have some of the best pizza at sea, but honestly, I've read reviews and people say the food is terrible. But from the pictures and videos I've seen, like I said, I don't know. It looks really good in my opinion. Angie asks, how many cruises have I been on? I have been on 28 Carnival cruises, 2 Royal Caribbean, 1 Princess, 1 NCL, and then my very first cruise when I was 5 in 1995, I went on Commodore Cruise Lines. So in total, that is 33 cruises, I believe, and I've got 34, 35, 36, and 37th booked. Dorothy asks, and this is a question I get on a daily basis. I get DMs, comments, and it says, how are you able to travel so much and keep your job? This is the million-dollar question. So my full-time job is working in human resources for a very large company, and it's remote work. So I'm able to essentially work wherever there's a Wi-Fi connection. And it is 100% remote, so I'm able to get my job done pretty much anywhere. Bill Josh asks me, what do you actually do for a living? So just like my previous question, I work in human resources as a human resources coordinator. I've been doing it for 10 years and it is seriously a great job. That's my full-time job. I don't do content creation full-time. Some of the posts that you see throughout the day are pre-scheduled, like the night before. Just because when I'm working, I focus on my real job and I make sure that I'm there 100% during 9 to 5. Now after 9 to 5, I'm 100% available, post content, I book cruises for people, I work on my candle business, and there's just a lot of stuff that I do. Cruise Snooze asks, are you a full-time cruise content creator or do you have another job too? I will say content creation is almost to the point where I could leave my job any day and I would be fine. It has paid my bills fully for the past 2 years. And I have a lot of really, really incredible things coming up on the horizon, especially now that I'm a travel agent, completely separate from content creation. My travel agency business has been incredible. My first month, I booked $66,000 in cruises. And I'm extremely grateful. And I cannot wait to see what 2026 brings. Cheyenne asks, what is my favorite port and why? I love this question because people ask me this all the time. Honestly, I love the port of Cozumel. I've been on cruises all over, but Cozumel will always hold a special place in my heart. Cozumel has so much to offer. I feel like when people book cruises, they always book excursions through the cruise line, which is the safest option. Number one, the cruise ship will never leave without you if you book a cruise or if you book an excursion through the cruise line. But there are so many other things to do and see outside of the little perimeter that the cruise line gives you for excursions. For instance, in Cozumel, if you go to resortforaday.com, there are so many all-inclusive resorts that you can go to, and it's like just the hotel guests, and they let just a small handful of cruisers in. I've done it many, many times, and it is the best option, honestly, when you're looking at cruise ship excursions. Tina asks, out of all of the cruises I've been on, which one has been the most memorable and why? I love this question. Last year, I had the opportunity to take my grandparents on the Carnival Jubilee. My parents split up when I was 15, and I've had an opportunity to live with my grandparents since I was 15. I live next door to them, and I see them every single day. And I had an opportunity after they got a clearance from their doctor that they could cruise to go on the Carnival Jubilee, April of 2024. It's something I'll never forget. Just being with them every day, seeing the ship for the first time with them was pretty incredible. We made a lot of really great memories, lots of laughs, and it's something I'll cherish for the rest of my life. And the last question that I know a lot of you ask all the time is, how much money do I make on social media? I do pretty well. I started content creation 10 years ago, and just within the past 2 years, I've been able to monetize on it. So the success does not ever come overnight. I worked very hard for 8 years before I was able to monetize, and it's been awesome. The most I've ever made in 1 month was $7,000. And there's other months where I only make $1,500, but it's pretty amazing, and it pays my bills. It allows me to travel and see the world, and I love taking you with me via social media to show you the world and to show you my tips and tricks and to get to experience cruising with me. And as a travel agent, I get contacted on a daily basis of, when's the best time to cruise? Can you book my cruise? The answer is 100% yes. I would love to book your cruise for you. You can email me anytime, travel@alexthecruiserta.com, and I'll get you booked on your next cruise. It doesn't have to be Carnival. I've booked on every cruise line, and I would love to be able to walk you through the booking process, get you booked, and then follow you on Facebook or social media when you actually get on that ship. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and send to all your friends. Go to your neighbor's house. Let them know that you just found this really cool guy, Alex, on YouTube. And I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed this video.